My father left when I was 4 years old. I spent 30 years looking for him in every wrong place. Then Jah showed me what a father really is. This song is for every child who grew up without one. You are the father I never had. You hold what no man gave. You are the father I never had. Jah, you are what I crave. You call me son when no man would. You stayed when they all left. You are the father I never had, and you love me with your breath. I used to watch the other boys with their fathers on the weekend, tossing something in the yard, laughing in the sun. And I'd stand at the window with the question I couldn't say out loud. Why did mine decide that he was done? I made up stories for the kids at school who asked about him. Said he worked far away, said he'd be back one day. But the lie got heavy and the years got long without him. And the boy at the window slowly learned to look away. I carried that empty chair into every room I entered, into every friendship and every love I tried to hold. I kept looking for a man who'd stay the way a father should, and I kept finding men as empty and as cold. I brought that wound to Jah with nothing else to offer. I said, fill this space that no man ever could. And Jah said, son, I was here before your father left you. I was here. I have always understood. You are the father I never had. You hold what no man gave. You are the father I never had. You are what I craved. You called me son when no man would. You stayed when they all left. You are the father I never had, and you love me with your breath. I read that Jah is father to the fatherless and stopped. Read it 3 times in the dark before the words sank in. Not a God who watches from a distance with his arms crossed, but a God who fills the hollow where a father should have been. He didn't fill it with a feeling or a one-time revelation. He filled it slowly over years, the way a father does. Too many placed beside me who showed me what love looks like. Through mornings where I felt him, and through nights where I just was. I parent my own children now with everything I didn't have. I stay, I show, I speak the words my father never said. And every time I hold my son, I feel Jah holding me, and the chair that once was empty has been filled instead. I brought that wound to Jah with nothing else to offer. I said, fill this space that no man ever could. have always understood. You are the Father I never had. You hold what no man gave. You are the Father I never had. You are what I crave. You called me son when no man would. You stayed when they all left. You are the Father I never had, and you love me with your breath. Every man who never heard his father say, I love you. To every child still standing at the window in the cold. Jah sees the chair, Jah knows the way, Jah counts the years of waiting, and he calls you son. And that word is worth more than gold. The cycle ends with us, with men who chose to stay in love, who learned from Jah the thing our fathers couldn't give, who passed to our own children what we found inside His presence. The knowledge of a father and the courage how to live. He was there when the door closed behind my father. He was there in the years of the empty chair. He was there in the rage and the searching and the crying. Jah was always, always there. Not a God who watches from a comfortable distance, but the Father on His knees beside the Son, who says, I see you, I know you, I have always claimed you. You were mine before the world had begun. You are the Father I never had. You hold what no man gave. You are the Father I never had. Jah, Jah. You are what I craved. You called me son when no man would. You stayed when they all left. You are the
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. I was standing on the bridge, had nowhere left to go. I was standing on the bridge when Jah spoke to me below. He said, son, don't cross that line. Your story isn't done. I was standing on the bridge, and Jah came, Jah came. It had been building so long I had stopped calling it paid. I just called it Tuesday, call it the way things are. I went to work and came back home and sat inside the silence. And each night the silence pressed a little harder on the scar. Nobody knew because I'd learned the art of the performance. The smile that says I'm fine when fine is very far away. And the night I walked out to the bridge, I felt a strange relief, the kind that comes when you believe you've run out of choice. The water was dark below, and the city lights were scattered. I stood there at the edge with my hands upon the rail, and something in me said, this is the last night of the hurting. But something else said, wait, just wait, just wait. Not a voice from heaven shaking, uncertain word, not an angel with a message, just a presence in the cold, just a something that I heard that said your name is not yet finished being told. I was standing on the bridge, had nowhere left to go. I was standing on the bridge when Jah spoke to me below. He said, son, don't cross that line, your story isn't done. I was standing on the bridge, and Jah came, Jah came. I don't know how long I stood there with my hands upon the rail, but I stepped back from the edge and I sat down on the ground, and I wept until the morning, and I found that Jah was there, not with answers, just a warmth, just a presence all around. I called a number in the morning, the first call I made in months, to a man who'd walked the bridge himself some years before. He said, brother, I know where you've been, and I'm coming to get you. And he drove across the city, and he knocked upon my door. That man is why I'm breathing, and that man was sent by Jah. He's the reason I can stand before you with this song. And if you think that nobody would notice if you weren't here tomorrow, you are wrong, you are loved, and Jah says you belong. Not a voice from heaven shaking, just a still uncertain word, not an angel with a message, just a presence in the cold, just a something that I heard that said your name is not yet finished being told. I was standing on the bridge, had nowhere left to go. I was standing on the bridge when Jah spoke to me below. He said, son, don't cross that line, your story isn't done. I was standing on the bridge, and Jah came, Jah came. Jah came. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. I go back to that bridge sometimes, not to stand at the edge, but to stand in the middle and remember what Jah did. The pain didn't vanish the morning that I stepped back, but the lie that said it's over lost its power where I lived. If you are somewhere tonight where the rail feels like the answer, I am asking you to wait, just wait one more hour. Jah knows your name and he is coming. Wait for his sake, your story has more pages and your name still has its power. Your name is not yet finished, your story has more pages left to turn. The darkness saying it is over, that is the one thing you must not let burn. Jah came for me on a bridge in the dark. He will come for you wherever you are. He said, son, you have not yet gone too far. I was standing on the bridge, had nowhere left to go. I was standing on the bridge when Jah spoke to me below. He said, son, don't cross that line,
It had been building so long I had stopped calling it pain. I just called it Tuesday, called it the way things are. I went to work and came back home and sat inside the silence. And each night the silence pressed a little harder.
She took everything but Jah. She took the hours, she took the years. She took everything but Jah. She couldn't take what holds my tears. When the ring came off my hand, when the last door closed behind, she took everything but Jah. And Jah was all I had to find. 17 years we built what I thought would last forever. 2 children and a house and something I called home. And the morning that she told me there was someone else beside her, the floor came out from under everything I'd known. I didn't shout, I sat at the kitchen table till the light went out, thinking about the years and thinking about the children. And I thought about the man I was and wondered what was missing. And I found no clean answer in the dark and in the building silence. I signed the papers on a Thursday morning at the table, a lawyer in the middle and the woman I once held. And I drove home to a house that echoed when I entered, and I understood for the first time what it means when silence swells. But I got on my knees on that empty kitchen floor, not because I had the faith, because I had no more. And Jah met me in the emptiness of everything I'd lost, and he said, son, I'm still here. I was here before the cost. She took everything but Jah. She took the hours, she took the years. She took everything but Jah. She couldn't take what holds my tears. When the ring came off my hand, when the last door closed behind, she took everything but Jah. And Jah was all I had to find. The first year, I won't dress it up, it was the hardest year I've lived, watching my children go between 2 houses and 2 lives. But Jah was in the hardest year, more present than the good ones, more real inside the wreckage than inside the easier times. I'm not the man I was inside that marriage, I say that plainly. More honest, more awake, more real beneath the skin. The breaking stripped away the version I'd been maintaining, and what's underneath is something only Jah could bring. I don't carry hatred for the woman, and I mean that truly. I carry what remains, the love that turned to loss, that became a lesson about the Jah who stays when all the human love drains, and the grace that meets a man regardless of the cost. But I got on my knees on that empty kitchen floor, not because I had the faith, because I had no more. And Jah met me in the emptiness of everything I lost, and he said, son, I am still here. I was here before the cost. She took everything but Jah. She took the hours,
took the years, she took everything but Jah. She couldn't take what holds my tears. When the ring came off my eye, when the last door closed behind, she took everything but Jah. And Jah was all I had to find. Something new now on the other side of broken, not the same as what was lost, and that's alright. She took the house but couldn't take the lessons that I carry. She took the years but couldn't take the man those years made right. My children see a father who went through the fire and came out, who didn't let the burning make him cold or make him hard. She took the ring but couldn't reach the covenant I walk in, the one that Jah made with me, that will never be a maid. To the man in the empty house tonight, to the man who signed the papers and drove home alone, Jah is in the empty house beside you. You are not finished, you are not too old. You are a man that Jah is still refining, and the story of your love is not yet told. She took everything but Jah. She took the hours, she took the years, she took everything but Jah. She couldn't take what holds my tears. When the ring came off my head, when the last door closed behind, she took everything but Jah. And Jah was all I had to find. She took everything but Jah, Jah stayed in the empty house. Yeah, she couldn't take Jah, but Jah, he stayed. See, took 17 years we built what I thought would last forever. 2 children and a house and something I called home. And the morning that she told me there was someone else beside her, the floor came out from under everything I'd known. I didn't shout, I sat at the kitchen table till the light went out, thinking about the years and thinking about the children. And I thought about the man I was and wondered what was missing. And I found no clean answer in the dark and in the building side.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, I ran from Jah. I ran from everything
That was built to last.
Oh yeah, I ran till the road ran out under my feet, and I found Jah waiting at the end of the street. I was raised in the faith the way most men in my village were. Sunday morning Bible open, mother singing low. I knew the songs before I knew the meaning of the words, and I thought that knowing songs was all I'd need to know. At 22 I left the village and I left the faith behind it. Told myself the world was bigger than one book, and I walked through every door the city had to offer with the confidence I borrowed. Never stopped to look. 10 years I built a life from what the world calls good living. The money and the woman and the crowd around the name. And for stretches I convinced myself I hadn't lost a thing. But something in the early hours kept whispering the same. Something underneath the good life had no floor. Something mirror kept on asking, is this all? Is this it? Is there nothing more? I ran from Jah, I ran far and fast. I ran from everything that was built to last. Oh yeah, I ran till the road ran out under my feet, and I found Jah waiting at the end of the street. The good life started cracking in the way that good lives do. Not all at once, a hairline in the wall at first, then the wall itself, then everything behind the wall. And I was standing in the rubble with a 10-year thirst. I drove back to the village on a Sunday in November. I sat in the back row of the church I'd run from years before, and the same songs filled the room that had filled it in my childhood. And something in my chest broke open like a door. I couldn't stop the weeping, and I didn't try to stop it. And the woman beside me put her hand upon my back, and she didn't ask me anything, she just let me stay there. And that's the church I ran from, and that's what brought me back. Something underneath the good life had no flow. Something in the mirror kept on asking, is this all? Is this it? Is there nothing more? I ran from Jah, I ran far and fast. I ran from everything that was built to last. Oh yeah, I ran till the road ran out under my feet, and I found Jah waiting at the end of the street. And the faith I have today is nothing like the one I left. It isn't songs by rote or Sunday as obligation. It's the faith of a man who ran and came back short of breath. A faith that knows what's on the other side of leaving, that chose Jah not from habit or from fear of what comes after, but because nothing else was real. And Jah is real and real and real to every man who left and is too proud to turn around. Jah is at the end of every road you've run into, and He's been standing there since before you crossed the line. I ran from the songs, I ran from the praise, I ran from the grace, but grace never ran from me. Jah never ran from me. He was at the end of every road. He is at the end of yours. Come on. I ran from Jah. Oh, oh. I ran from Jah. I ran from Jah. I ran from Jah. I ran far and fast. I ran from fast. I ran from everything that was built to last. Whoa, yeah. I ran till the road ran out under my feet. Oh, and I found Jah waiting at the end of the street. I ran, well Jah waited. He's at the end of the yours. Yeah, come home, He's waiting. Come home. Even here, Jah, even here, even in the doctor's room with the news I feared. Even here, Jah, even in this, even when the body fails, your presence is. The doctor had a way of saying it that doctors have. clinical and careful with the weight inside the words. And I sat across from him and heard the sentence that he gave me, and the room went very quiet in a way I'd never heard. I drove home with the windows down in January cold. I watched the ordinary people moving through their Tuesday, and I thought about the word terminal and all its weight. And I brought my fear to Jah, undressed without delay. I will not pretend the diagnosis didn't shake me. I was afraid in ways that touched the root of everything. I brought that fear to Jah, the way you bring a bleeding thing, not cleaned up, just bleeding, raw and trembling. And Jah did not remove the sentence from that room, but he walked into the fear and has not left me. And his presence is the light inside the gloom. Even here, Jah, even here, even in the doctor's room, with the news I feared. Even here, Jah, even in this, even when the body fails, your presence is. I have learned things in this season I could not learn in health, about what matters and what doesn't and what lasts. I have let go of the grievances I carried for decades. I have called the ones I wronged and made amends for the past. Every morning is a gift I open with intention. Every conversation has a weight it didn't have before. I am not romanticizing cancer, it is a thief, but the Jah beside me in the stealing, he is more. My wife sits with me through the treatments and the hard nights. My children call more than they ever called before, and I see the love already there around me, through eyes that the diagnosis open to the core. And Jah did not remove the sentence from that room, but he walked into the fear and has not left me. And his presence is the light inside the gloom. Even here, Jah, even here, even in the doctor's room, with the news I feared. Even here, Jah, even in this, even when the body fails, your presence is. I don't know how much time Jah has written in my chapter, but I know that every day I wake is a day he gave. I have made my peace, not resignation but surrender, the peace of a man who trusts the hand that holds the grave. To the one who got the same news, sitting in the car right now, not ready to go in and tell the ones who love them yet. Jah is in the car, Jah is in the sentence, Jah is in the after, and he will not leave you, not for one breath, not yet. Even here in the treatment room, even here in the 3 a.m., even here when the body fails, Jah is here, Jah is here, not far, not watching from a distance, here, present, holding every breath you knew. Even here, Jah, even here, even in the doctor's room, with the news I feared. Even here, Jah, even in this, even when the body fails, your presence is.
is here. Jah is here.
Jah found me in a cell, 6 by 8 and cold. Jah found me in a cell, and he reached in for my soul. The bars could hold my body, but they couldn't hold his hand. Jah found me in a cell, and he made me a free man. Na 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 na. Yeah. The judge read out the sentence on a morning in November. 7 years for what I'd done and what I couldn't undo. And I stood inside that courtroom and I watched my mother bow her head. And I knew right then the weight of what I put her through. The cell was 6 by 8, and it smelled of years before me. I lay on the thin mattress thinking of the 7 years ahead. The first year I was angry in the way that cage men get angry. Had everything and everyone, and at the Jah I said I'd let. But the anger has a bottom, like most things have a bottom, and I hit that bottom in the 2nd year inside. I found a Bible on the floor one morning beside the bed. Someone left it or it fell. I opened it and cried. I opened it with hands that had done wrong in the world, not knowing what I needed it to say. It opened to a passage about a man in prison, and Jah coming through the wall and making a way. Jah found me in a cell, 6 by 8 and cold. Jah found me in a cell, and he reached in for my soul. The bars could hold my body, but they couldn't hold his hand. Jah found me in a cell, and he made me a free man. I read that Bible through 3 times in the next 2 years, and something in the reading started building something new. Not the man who came in through those gates in November, but a man I had no language for, a man I barely knew. There was a chaplain in the prison who came every Thursday morning, an old man with a voice worn smooth by years of use, who gave me back a Jah that I had not yet introduced. Not the decoration Jah, but the Jah who built inside the bruise. I walked out of that prison on a morning in the summer. 7 years of building something in a 6 by 8, and the man who walked out through those gates was not the man who entered. Jah built that man, and Jah taught that man to wait. I opened it with hands that had done wrong in the world, not knowing what I needed it to say. It opened to a passage about a man in prison, and Jah coming through the wall and making a way. Jah found me in a cell, 6 by 8 and cold. Jah found me in a cell, and he reached in for my soul. The bars could hold my body, but they couldn't hold his hand. Jah found me in a cell, and he made me a free man. Inside the prison now, by choice I go back in. I sit with men in rooms that smell the same as rooms I knew. I tell them Jah can find you in a 6x8 in November. And I show them with my life that what I'm saying can be true. You are not the sentence that the judge read out that day. You are not too deep inside the system or too lost. Jah reached through prison walls for men before your name was written, and he's reaching still, regardless of the cost. He reached through the bars, he reached through the years, he reached through the sentence, he reached through the fears, he reached through the cell wall. And they called me by name. No cell is too small, no man is too gone. Jah comes through the walls, he has always come. Jah found me in a cell, 6x8 and cold. Jah found me in a cell, and he reached in for my soul. The bars could hold my body, but they couldn't hold his hand. Jah found me in a cell, and he made me a free man. Hey! He found me in a cell, a 6x8. He reached through the bars, and no cell kept him out. Yeah, he found me, he'll find you. Free, free, free. Jah sends rain on empty ground. Jah makes water where there's none. Jah sends rain on empty ground before the asking's even done. When the cupboard has no bread, when the pocket has no sound, Jah sends rain. Jah sends rain on empty ground. I have known the kind of poor where you count the rice by grain, where you look inside the fridge and do the mathematics slow, where you tell the children dinner's coming and you mean it as a prayer, because you don't know yet exactly how or where it'll go. I have known the letter from the landlord and the phone that's been cut off, the walk to work because the bus fare isn't there, the smile maintained so the children don't feel the weight of it, the specific tired of being the provider with nothing left to bear. I pray the kind of prayer you only pray when pride is gone, not organized and faithful, coming from a man undone. Standing in an empty kitchen, Lord, I have nothing, and I meant it at full length before the rising sun. Yeah, but the rain came, not always the way I expected, not always in the form I asked or planned to see. Sometimes a neighbor knocked, sometimes a door opened, sometimes Jah provided from the space between. Jah sends rain on empty ground, Jah makes water where there's none. Jah sends rain on empty ground before the asking's even done. When the cupboard has no bread, when the pocket has no sound, Jah sends rain. Jah sends rain on empty ground. Yeah. The provision I have seen was rarely large and never showy. It was the exact amount we needed and no more that day. The woman from the church who left food at the door unnamed. The job that came, the morning rent was due to pay. I don't say this to make poverty a spiritual achievement. I say it as a man who lived inside it and came through, who found that Jah was closer in the empty than the full times, and who found provision coming from where only Jah could do. Every empty kitchen was a classroom in His faithfulness. Every provision was a chapter written clear, that the God who feeds the sparrow in the field knows where you're standing, and He has not forgotten you are here. But the rain came, not always the way I expected, not always in the form I asked or planned to see. Sometimes a neighbor knocked, sometimes a door opened, sometimes Jah provided from the space between. Jah sends rain on empty ground, Jah makes water where there's none. Jah sends rain on empty ground before the asking's even done. When the cupboard has no bread, when the pocket has no sound, Jah sends rain. Jah sends rain on empty ground. I teach my children not to fear the season of the empty. I teach them that the empty is the place where faith grows deep, that the God who sent the manna in the desert for His people is the same God who provides for every mouth He made to eat. To the one who prayed last night with an empty hand, an empty fridge, who told the children dinner's coming and you meant it as a prayer. Jah hears that prayer above every organized petition. He hears the prayer from the empty, and He's already there. He fed 5,000 with what looked like nothing. He made the widow's oil outlast the jar. He sent provision to a man beside a dried up river, and He knows exactly where and what you are. He is not blind to the empty kitchen, He is not deaf to the prayer in the dark. He sends rain on the ground that does nothing. That is where He does His greatest work. Jah sends rain on empty ground, Jah makes water where there's none. Jah sends rain on empty ground before the asking's even done. When the cupboard has no bread, when the pocket has no sound, Jah sends rain. Jah sends rain on empty ground. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I have known the kind of poor where you count the rice by grain, where you look inside the fridge and do the mathematics slow, where you tell the children dinner's coming and you mean it as a prayer, because you don't know yet exactly how or where it'll go. I have known the letter from the landlord and the phone that's been cut off,